Hello, I've made a few changes to the beam electromagnetic guitar pickup or antenna, whatever you want it to be. I replaced these large 1000 microfarad capacitors with 1 picofarad capacitors, those tiny ones you see right there. Yeah, the capacitance from those big capacitors was canceling out the inductance of my antenna electromagnetic or pickup coil. The idea is you have one end of the coil going to positive, and you have the other end of the coil coming down, going to the capacitor, and then connecting to ground. You don't want to actually have the other end of the coil physically connected to ground. You want the capacitor there with its 2 plates of metal separated by an insulator. That way the plate that gets connected to the coil, as well as the coil itself, gets full of electrons that just want to jump across the capacitor and go to ground. Basically, this was a dead short to ground, the first way I had it. But this way, with the electrons wanting to flow, the power that the amplifier sees is much greater. So let's go to the dry erase board and I'll show you what I mean. So here's what I have. I have the small coil, the big coil, the right and left speaker. You have ground on this side and ground on this side. You also have the ground going to the shield wire that goes around the positive conductor to the speaker. It's the same on both speakers. You got the grounded shield going all the way up to the speaker and all the way to the coil. And here's my two 1 picofarad capacitors stuck on the ends of the coil. Oh, there's also an amplifier right here too. So you have the positive plate of the capacitor as well as the coil full of positive electrons. And there's very few electrons on the negative side. All these electrons here want to do is jump across this gap and equalize. But they can't because it's not physically connected. It's basically 2 plates separated by an insulator. And this current wanting to flow right here just causes a stronger signal that comes down here and goes to the amplifier and gets amplified. So there's a little visual on what I'm doing right here. So let's fire the stereo up and I'll give you a listen to what it sounds like. So anyway, there's the changes to that. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Remember to always be creative.